Welcome to Unlayer. My name is Daniel, and in this video, I'll give you a quick walkthrough on how to use Unlayer in your application. From loading a design to previewing it responsively and even exporting it in multiple formats, you will see what your end users and developers will experience using Unlayer Builder. So let's quickly get started with this. Now, I have an application already built and ready. You can see, I have the complete HTML file. I have created certain buttons. Each button has a specific purpose. For instance, if I want to save a JSON, if I want to save an HTML of the template, if I want to generate a PDF, an image, or even a bundled zip file. And behind the scenes, all these methods are calling the Unlayer APIs, in themselves. So you can see it right here, and we have the documentation that I will show you later on in this video as well. Most importantly, you can see that I have already initialized the builder on my end by giving the project ID, the correct project ID, display mode. So we have 4 display modes available, but in this video, I'll just focus on the email display mode. And then most importantly, the version. Right now I'm using stable because that's the recommended version for the production environments. So let's quickly get started with this. Now, this is the view that you will see on your end whenever the Unlayer builder is embedded into your application. So let's go ahead and start from loading a design into the builder. So I'll just go ahead and choose a design JSON here. By the way, this is just a file that I created using the JSON from the template section in the console. So if you go to the console, create a template just like this one, you have the JSON section available here. So you can simply copy the JSON, create a file, paste the JSON there, or basically any template that you create using Unlayer Builder, even through the console or through the builder itself, you can have a JSON generated and then save it on your backend database for your requirements. Now let's quickly go ahead and load the design. As you can see here, we have the same design loaded into the builder. Now, Unlayer provides you multiple ways to see how this would look under the mobile view or the desktop view. So you can change the design based on the mobile view as well and see how this would look there. If you go to the preview section on the top right, we have 3 display modes available. So we have desktop, we have tablets, and then we have mobiles view as well. So you can just click on any of those views, or even select your own custom resolution and see how this would look based on your own device that you intend to use with Unlayer. And that's pretty much it. All your users can do is let's say if they want to continue editing the template, they can just add more tools into it. For instance, in my case, I can just simply add some dividers here and here. And once they're done editing the template, they have a lot of options to export this template and then use it anywhere on their end. So first of all, we have the export JSON capability. So if I just click on this button, this will simply generate the same JSON that you can just copy it or even use it to store it in the backend database. And behind the scenes, it's simply using this method called the unlayer.export.html and then saving this JSON design in the variable. And then you can use this variable to have it stored in your backend database. The same is the case with the HTML as well. So the same method, export HTML, as the name suggests, it also gives you the HTML of the template. So if you want to do some email campaigns, you can simply export this HTML provided to the ESPs. Some customers use SendGrid, some use MailChimp, and then you can just simply feed this HTML to that ESP and then send out an email campaign. Another interesting thing is that Unlayer also provides the export PDF option. So let's say if you want to generate some document, report, contract, you have that ability as well. And what it does is that it simply goes ahead and creates a URL. And if you go to that URL, this is the URL as you can see in the console. If I go ahead and open this URL, this will give you a complete document that you can simply download or save it on your backend, do whatever you want to do with it. So this is another interesting thing that you can do with the template export option. Finally, we also have the export image option. So let's say if you're building a catalog, and you want your users to select a template in the catalog using a thumbnail. So Unlayer gives you that ability as well. So any template that you create right here, you can generate an image of it as well. So we have the export image API, as you can see right here, and it gives you the image URL as well, just like this one. So if I go to this URL, let me actually open it again. There we go. This will give you the PNG of the template. So you can simply save it on your backend and use it in the catalog that you want to display to your end users. And finally, we also have the export zip option as well. So let's say if you want a bundled zip file containing all the images of the templates, HTML file that you want to save it in your file storage or custom database, you can do that as well. And all these exporting options are provided in our documentation. So you can simply go to the export designs. We have all APIs, all methods listed here along with their implementation, multiple parameters, multiple techniques where based on which you can tweak the output, tweak the export as per your requirements, and then you can go ahead and test it on your end. So that's all from our side in this video. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, any confusions regarding this, we're always here to help you. So feel free to reach out. Have a nice day.